Greetings. There's no sound in this, so just waiting for the video to end and I will start talking. The sound, it's on mute right now. Just here to finish what I started and was compelled. Some really terrible energy inside of me. Couldn't help it. Right now, like I feel very diabolical thing. This world is going through the human beings bad. There's some enemy of mine who's come to Dubai working here in Dubai. Very, his mother, him. So things are getting worse. And the other thing is that I was, I was being told I couldn't stop it. That I'm Radharani, and so going to correct myself. I don't know. Sometimes Christians say Hindus, gods are demons. Muslims also. Islam says this. Christianity says this. Judaism says this. Idol worshipping is bad. And I've actually, it is shocking. However, these religions are not good. So, sorry, just indecisive whether to. Okay. So there's only talk here from me because long time ago, when I lost when I was separated from my teacher, I felt that I couldn't do good for anyone, not even my family. Just very stuck on myself and my relationship, questioning. I was so involved in this, what went wrong, how could, like, what I did wrong, and I was going in a vicious circle about this. I couldn't help my family, anyone, go even to the hospital. If I didn't go to the hospital, someone was sick, I would get restless. If I went there, I would be depressed coming back more. And I would, like, I wish I didn't go to the hospital to see this person. Like before, I remember I used to go to the hospital, my mother's aunt, who had kidney stones. Like I didn't feel depressed. You know, as this thing had taken a great negative toll on me. Separation from my teacher, 1984, and then 1989 end. I got a miracle. God saved me. Okay, so I keep saying this just so let's see how I start. I'm not prepared for this. But the thing is that I have to finish what I started and compelled also. Don't want to come here and yet come here. You see, I talk and that's what's left, just talk. So just remembering my grandaunt came and gave without taking, asking. Okay, here, there's a lot of bombardment on my mind. So some cruel things happened, like because, you know, I was, so I wanted to be like my grandaunt, Mimi. Simple life, to be simple. Help out, be of service to humanity. Also, like if I had to get married, then be a good wife, mother, a good mother, and also service to humanity. I would, of course, like work would, wasn't a big deal. Like people make out of like my career and my this and my business. So it was going to be, by the way, that's a byproduct. But what is important is human beings, not our businesses and our money. But here, yes, in the city, if and now like you see, I'm worried about if I become more incapacitated, who's going to pay my bills, and maybe fine will come. So have to save money for the fine if I, if I have to, they have to cancel the contract, and I have to move. I don't know. They'll have to move me in a wheelchair or something from here. So, but if I have to, something happens and I end up in the hospital, well, who's going to pay the bills and things like that? And if like I have to cut off from my brother, not take his bank thingy, like as I can't afford a rented rent. I can't rent a apartment here because I have no bank account. You have to pay 3 checks, 4 checks. That kind of money I don't even have. So um, I've been taking help from my brother on this. So it's too much burden on me. Like it's not like my in London, my hostel or a hotel apartment, right? That we can pay every month without giving checks, 4 checks or 3 checks, or like that. So yeah, so there's also a burden on me that if I have to cut off from some people in my life, but I'm like. Some people can be really cruel, and so have I seen the streak in me, and it's been terrible. Seeing it, very selfish. Like if it's O levels, you have to education, and then it's all about career. Very selfish thing. So often, also at the same time, like missing Mr. Sa and thinking, what could I have done in that childhood time or early teenage time? And I realized my mistakes and where I went overboard with her. Couldn't listen to her at times. Didn't think that, like I asked her for a reason, and I thought it's okay to wanting to be with my teacher. Anyhow, that kept me from boy trouble and all that. My cousin was away, so out of sight, out of mind. He never kept in touch or anything like that. However, the family, they have this childhood thing of keeping, and then the cousin was like never in touch. So that, and thank God I loved my teacher because I loved the teacher. Anyhow, so like I could stay away from boys and this and that. In our religion also, it's that you stay away, and then you realize you have to. So then you realize, I don't know what I'm saying actually. Sorry. Okay, so it's here more talk than nothing. Like that's what I'm left with. No energy, not much energy even to secure myself, my future from fines and things like that. I don't know. This is a rough, very. Yeah, so I'm worried about the money. and help these people, kind of cruel people. I've been like that and seen, like, sometimes how we. So I was just telling myself, like, I've been, or so never be like your teacher who closed the door on you, or don't be like these people. But I regret being like this little on my mother, sometimes saying, because, like, I thought they didn't want me to get attached to my teacher, and that's why they separated me in the beginning. Before Dr. Farooq Siaman told me, my psychologist in Karachi, when she spoke to the Karachi American School, that what they had written about me and what Miss Dessa had said to her when she had an interview with Miss Dessa, when she called Miss Dessa for an interview to her institute. So it's all, so then with my mother also, that she doesn't get attached to us, and, that Amma, you're selfish and this, but I didn't see myself. That poor lady, my mother, poor. So it became like that in our house. Too much judgments and not much love. So love was squeezed out of me. Too much. Thank God, Mother Teresa. Although I just had to read, just reading her, but it won't come back. That before the separation, what I was, and so I can't find that Sarah anymore. Any goodness in me. Like before, we used to have, when Loy Macedo was talking about his daughter being sick in the hospital, sorry, at home, and they had to, take her to the hospital, how the mother took care. Like, after every 2 hours, she would get up, not get proper sleep. He was saying, like, he doesn't know if there was a mother who, but his wife did this, taking care of her daughter, their daughter, so well. So, my mother, actually, my grandaunt, they would not, we didn't have a joint family, but the my mother's aunts would, if my brother's sick in the hospital, she would be at home and sometimes going to the hospital. But mostly her aunts would go to the hospital and take care. When my aunt was in the hospital, so for the eye operation, her aunt Mamie was there, so that it doesn't burden, like the mother, or so the mother was not there in the hospital, but her aunt was there, staying night and day with her. And the food would come from the house and others. So we had great, my mother had really great aunts. Oh, two of them were outstanding. Mamie was just, Mamie Rahmat was her name. We used to call her Mamie. So just thinking, like, if hearing things, I don't know, for some time it gets to me, I can't get up, but then I get up a little bit. What's going on, the rapes and all that stuff, blasphemy. So I just had to stop myself from listening more to the news and all. So sorry, I'm subjecting you to this. So whoever it is, it's a self-talk also, and I should be doing a recording. But nevertheless, okay, just so it's on social media. Self-talk, self-criticism. Um, so the good was squeezed out of me. I couldn't give any more, anything. And so the strictness I was brought up by my teacher with, that's what I used later in my house. It messed up my house. Our house, with my parents and brothers and sisters. So, okay, I'm here to correct. I don't believe in, maybe I'm wrong. No. Zahra Auntie's Devi, through me, is saying that I'm Radharani. I was, I don't like to bring this out. So the Hindu thing, if I can say this properly, I believed in Mother Teresa way and Darul Sakoon, However, there are some Christians who say that these are all demonic things, meditation. I started to think they are not good. Too much meditation is not good. Once you get God thing, you go out and, but that's just my talk. I mean, I have not been able to go out. My grand aunt was just, I think, I don't know, she was so blessed. She was, so that Barry Manilow's song I dedicate to her. Oh, Mandy, oh, Mamie, you came and you gave without taking. Just this part, right? She really did. She was there. She came and she gave without taking. Someone told me, my driver, that after Mamie died, passed away, that when I used to go to Mamie's house for Eid, my driver, she would say, she would give him 10 rupees, Eid. You know, and when I used to ask her if she has money, she would open her small purse, where now we put coins in. Yes, look. Mimi, you have money? Yes, look. She'd open her purse and I'd look, okay. But what I didn't realize is this is all she has. And when she went in her sister's house to live alone, oh my God, so that's when, Mimi, you have money? She never asked anything from me. Never. I used to just go up to her, Baby Sakina's tablet day, see her, and say, Mimi, you have money? And she would open her little purse, like, with a few bucks, rupees. One, and that's how so thoughtless of me. So I would be consoled with her opening her purse and God. So very thoughtless life made me very selfish. Separation with my teacher was very unhealthy. They said it would be really healthy, and I look back, and a doctor taught the it's American culture and different from our culture. So very selfish also, like it's all about education, then career, work. So I was just thinking that little bit, whatever it was that I felt recently, that I hope I never do this to people. I hope if someone is panicking and, like we're told like elders how to, if our parents get old and if the food is falling from the mouth or something, we shouldn't complain, or if the, yeah, so my, so, um, so I became very selfish, and I didn't like it in myself, and I used to think like, how can I bring this? How can I be a little bit like Mamie? So this yearning and thing for love and God loving and going after God and Mirabai. Okay, that time when I took poison, I did survive it, and of course, it tells me that Mirabai, God saved me, maybe my mother's prayers, my insight of having phenol, a glass of it I didn't have to go to the doctor again, but like my stomach, whenever I had food, afterwards my stomach started to hurt. And I went to a doctor and checked, but everything, she just said, take some fennel, soft. Ironically, it's good for your stomach. There's nothing wrong with your stomach, like there's no infection or anything. Nothing wrong with my liver, or I had medical tests done in Mid-East Hospital in Karachi, 1989. But I survived. So I do believe that Mirabai may have, like what I saw in myself, may have survived the poison and all this. So yes, and Mirabai, like I could see things in myself, but I don't believe in that love anymore, to love God in that way. I believe if you love God, then you have to do your husband's puja, your husband has to do your puja, and that's the way. And doing service puja, meaning what the greatest worship is to understand people, lend an understanding heart even is very important. So I hope I never do this, like if someone's panicked, and to and I get irritated with them or something, or tell them just calm down, or say or explain, like say that I understand and all this. So, or go the distance. So this was my dream, that never came true for me. I just got worse. It was all about don't get attached, fear-based, and you're selfish, or all lectures, don't lie. But it doesn't work that way. The thing is that we need to turn inside That's what I did. Even then it didn't work. Then my aunt took the tarot card, playing card, fortune telling. She said, "You're trying for something." Like from Shakti Queen's thing, it wasn't that I wanted a house, better house, or I already got that. When I prayed to Bibi Sakina Sabut that I finally get a house, new house, and a new car, I got that straight away, right away. So what I was praying for later on was that I become a person, like my worship to God is service to humanity, and may I never hurt anyone, and may I offer, like, if someone, like realizing when like for example, when I realized that I don't want to be a teacher like this, who doesn't understand, who's always like correcting papers and taunting, you don't know how to make tea, and like when I saw my teacher doing this to me, I said, this is a good lesson to learn that I will never be like this. So I didn't have to complain to the teacher that why are you like this and you should be different with me. No. I told myself that I will never be like this teacher. I want to be like the teacher where I saw Dangerous Minds movie. Like, I really must have cried thinking, I wish Mr. Oh, yeah, for Mr. I wish that this the teacher I want. This is what that these teachers, they don't taunt people, students. Sometimes, like when I never thought of losing concentration. So when separated from my teacher, I was in CES. I'd taken commerce, and so I had a commerce test or something in school, in class, commerce, and I couldn't. Suddenly, I lost all concentration, and I'm reading the book. It's like it's not registering. And my father's been a businessman, and this this is this should be my favorite. It's my favorite subject right now, business, commerce. So I went up on the roof, got out of my bedroom, went up on the roof, sat on that cemented little stool type cube we had in the old house on the roof, sat there, tried to read, and I was like, you know what, this is going to teach you to have patience, to understand those who don't. Students, when you become a teacher, maybe God is teaching you so that you never ever like snub or taunt a student because they can't remember or hit them or scold them because they are weak or something. Always talk to them and see why can you not concentrate? Can I help you? How can I help you as a teacher, like I was thinking? So this is the way I was, but it never materialized my aim. To be a good person, to give everyone an understanding heart. Be like my aunt. Then one day I was like, I failed. So my aunt was saying that, so back to my aunt was saying that you're trying for something but you're failing. This is what my aim was when I Shakti Gwain books, creative visualization. To be a good human being and to let go a little bit, so that I wouldn't go trespassing. Because every time I went to Miss Tissa's house, it was very disturbing for her too, and her neighbors, but her a lot. So that I get detached and from Mr. Sao. But now it's all talk. Actually, in 1989, I realized, what's the use of all this? You're giving yourself, every time you go out, you do something wrong, you come back, you say, I'm going to ground myself. You give yourself a talk, I'm not going to do this again. Then again you go out, and the same thing I do. So it's all talk now, unfortunately. I didn't, the things I imagined, like Mamie was real. Mamie, my grandaunt, she wasn't an imagination. But people, like, they don't take, so if people don't take time, like, we don't need to complain. We just need to realize that may we never be like this. So I wasn't the type to come in public and talk like this. Only that for my principal, I wanted a reform in the law, wanted to help the family. So mediation, that's when I had to come out. Otherwise, tell myself what I should be doing. Like this, do good. Okay, so this is what I would tell myself, right? People, I have to put my glasses on. I'm using up my negative energy. Do good. So I wouldn't, there's no way, anyways. There's no way I would complain in, this is my real nature. This was my, what, like, not, oh, you're lying, point that out. Although that's for the teacher, perhaps, right? So, like, not complaining, like, even with lecherous men, people, boys, not to complain. To take it and then to realize, no, this is wrong, move away from it, move away from it. People are often unreasonable. So this I read for myself, but I never got a chance to materialize this. And this is my aim. I would tell myself, people, if they are unreasonable, irrational, self-centered, forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. So this is not sharing for, like, telling people off. I would just read myself and say, this is what you have to do, this is what you have to be. Less talk, less complain, less judging. Don't point fingers at others. Don't even correct them. But the part of my teacher got into me. Like there was about when I was in Karachi American School and even afterwards. So since I was in Karachi American School, it had started. One of my mother's cousin was spreading false rumors against me and my mother's sisters, two of them. And we were all one day together in my room and we were laughing about this. But you see, I wouldn't go to her and say that, why are you spreading rumors against me? Don't do this. Yeah. She would come and she would come near me, want to kiss me or something, and now they were living nearby. So I would kiss her on the cheek, we'd greet each other like, yeah, hello. But I would never tell her, why are you spreading rumors against me? False rumors. This is not right. You're lying against me. You're telling the whole Hyderabad knows about this. And my mother's other, I go to, let's say, my mother's other aunts, or no, wait, aunts, daughters. So, Zarina, Masuma, Zarina, aunties. My mother used to take me there in childhood. So when they became, my mother's cousin came, right? Oh my God. So then her and I, we used to go to their house. Serena, Masuma, my mother's aunts. Sorry, my mother's aunt's daughters. And all of a sudden, their faces change, dirty look, like again on me. I realized that, oh, now that this mother's cousin has come near our house, they become our neighbor. And we go there now, and my mother used to go there too. So she starts to go there, and then they start to stop talking to me and all this, right? But I never used to sorry, why are you not talking? Or tell my mother's cousin, did you tell them something against me? No. It's you bring the change in yourself and you just, so what? So once Mimi came and asked me, Sarah, are you taking, so she was Mimi was her aunt too, right? I just said, no, Mimi, I go to the hospital to the nurse and she goes to the Sindhi doctor. Mimi just asked me like this, right? So I said, no, Mimi, I don't take this person to the men. We go to that hospital that my aunt was there for the eye operation. My mother had found a doctor. So Mimi, thank God Mimi came to ask me, and then Mimi said, I understand, Sarah. I don't know how she believed in me. That this niece of her was lying against me. And I wouldn't even go and tell my mother. It just finish. And I would just tell myself that I will never be like this. Never to accuse people falsely, spread false rumors, complain. But now, it's just words left. And what I wanted, it didn't materialize in my life. I felt like I didn't have any good to give. I was chasing after goodness. But Mimi, I miss. Mimi was a living. She was so. Gurus and all I see now, it's so disgusting. It is. I feel Zen masters who don't say they are masters. You can't see them. They don't leave a trace behind. They don't. So just pass by without leaving your footprints behind. I believe in those Zen masters. But somewhere, actually, it was all wrong. I don't, even though they, of course, let the Hindus believe in what they believe in. But what I've seen is we suffer, in spirit. If we take that guru as God, so I have to correct this now. Before, I would just say, I hope I never become like this. But I see that a lot of evil, diabolical treachery, cruelty, very, but harami pan, like people are getting back at you in a very, systematically. What do you call that? Systematic. What's that word? The second, systematic. It's a very diabolical way, but very like no one would know about this. So it's in the air. You see, evil. Oh, I can sense so much evil. That drives. Oh, it's very painful, and it has energy. So it hurt. Not only it's normal. Like normal people think of the enemy and forget it. Like they don't feel any little bit maybe they, but I feel a lot of devilish. Like oh, you don't know when I'm out of ah. I don't remember. Just when I'll close this, end this live stream. I'm in moaning and groaning pain. Yeah. So, what was it? I have to think. I better rest my head here on the wall or pillow, so that I can. When what is the thing that I properly can not? I'm not able to say. So, bottom line is that no, it's all uh, talk, and so the Christian side, I believe in this kind of thing, and not the Hindu side, that meditation. Okay, you get the meditation. I also don't believe in bhakti, bhakts. Like, I believe that you don't love Radha. Like, your culture, yeah, you respect, you love Radharani, but if you love Radharani, you see Radharani in everyone. Everyone is Radharani. It's not, you see, some Hindus may be loving this culture, giving it name and all this because it's their culture. And if I say that, yes, I do believe in that, it doesn't mean that our collars go up. It's your culture. So do you worship Radha Rani because that's your culture you're proud of? Or do you really know what, do you really? So that also, right? Do you really, if it wasn't your culture and this was the truth and you found out that your culture is wrong, that your religion is wrong, would you love Radha Rani and worship her? Leave your culture and your religion. Would you do that? So some people, it's, Indian culture, we're proud of it. But what if Radha Rani was born in another culture, another place? Would you even recognize her? It's not even in your scriptures. And this recognition, forget it. I don't agree to this. Not my like and dislike, but I don't agree to this. It's causing, also, it's like not helpful. This yearning and all this, that God came in London and he hugged me and a romantic thing, and then he left. And then I yearn for this man. No man, no God is that important for you to yearn for. What is important is what is urgent. What is urgent is these gurus, they should first start with the people who are who can't who really need help, so that it's not too late. Or nursing someone, feeding someone, going to help someone, making go, and not that the disciples are making food for the gurus to have. Go house to house. Find out who you can reach out to help. Cook for someone. Give ear to someone who has no one, who's lonely. Come out, say, anyone out there who is lonely, can I help you? Do you need an ear? Do you need a voice? Do you need companionship? Do you need just a friend, a brother, a sister? That sometimes you're appearing on stages and doing meditation. Like, what is this? Or have this like art of living, but more like send the art of living people to places, not only like just, you know, but go find this social media. You don't have to go door to door anymore. If someone needs a helping hand, someone to talk to, like that, and not be scared. Like this therapist here, she was an Indian. She said she's from some Indian NGO, some, oh God, so please don't make it so professional that if the patient gets up, you want to ring the bell, you know, that you're so scared that maybe the patient will slap or be violent. So I think in Karachi, I miss my Dr. Eva Hassan. What a therapist. She was half Shia. My Shia. So I miss my Shia. Sorry for the Shia. Half German, half Shia. I mean, sorry, full Shia. Huh. But from mother's side German. Pakistani from father's side. Sorry. So half Pakistani, half German, and Shia. My therapist. So Pakistanis have a um, great capacity. Wow, amazing. I've seen. I don't believe in Hindus. So recently, my other brother and I told him that I think because he's not a woman, a female. Otherwise, I don't like. He said no, the Pakistanis here he's had more trouble with than Indians, Hindu, Indian, Indians. But I disagree with him. So that also I want. Okay, so sharing this, but really, जिसको एहसास नहीं, so please see this also that someone, if someone gives you a hard time, just tell yourself that I will never be, or like doesn't understand something you've forgotten, a mistake you've made, and they're not that understanding. Just remember, you're not alone. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking here. I should be resting. What time? I should be resting. I'll be groaning, moaning, in pain a lot. So please quickly just the Paramahamsa and all this. It's really terrible. Please bring why haven't you brought a case against? There was a lady saying she's alone done this. No one to help her, like in Europe. No one to help her against. So they're really. This is not. I'm Radharani. Okay. I had to say this. I'm sorry. I don't want to strain your eyes or mind. I'm Radharani because the Zaira auntie's Devi tells me I'm Radharani. And I've come to correct myself. I wasn't divine or anything. Neither was Krishna. So, but, and if you have love, Krishna should not have left Radharani. These things. Okay, so there's one reality from this culture that this Indian Bharat, but Krishna was not God. And Jesus, Christians, I got from Jesus Christ. I'm Jesus Christ, Zahra, I've lied. That's what was coming. And so what maybe what the Christians teach, not like what in the Quran. No. Even the Quran, even Islam is wrong. All these religions. Krishna was not Lord, but he may have been. He may have reached heights of spirituality. Right? That's why whatever is in the Gita was showing Arjun and all this. And then why did Arjun then later on get? So you see, if it's true love, Arjun really felt that this is my God, then there should be I mean, this way teaching people that don't do what Arjun did, making Arjun an example, giving Arjun a bad name. Not right. Like in Najul Balagha, Imam Ali, Akil, giving Akil a bad name, making Akil an example. That I will not give you money from Bait al-Mal, but of course that Bait al-Mal, his children were starving, Akil's children. So this is a very bad example, like you make someone else example for the people to then read those things and learn from. So I think there's some other way. So I've come to correct myself, and I'm not with these people who harm the God, and I'm not even with the guru who says that your yearning for God should be like, and you should start praying and mantra and do service to the God here, the avatar here, or the prema avatar, or some avatar here. This is all devilish stuff. You should do service to, you should be God, you should realize you are divine love and cooperate and for humanity work, do service, help each other, share, give and take, and all this kind of, and then the Christians might pop up saying, oh, we're the greatest. So no. Or the Muslim might come up, pop up here, say, yeah, enjoying what I'm saying against Hinduism. But I have to say this, I'm not sorry, I'm not doing this for you to enjoy this. I'm sorry, but I believe that I firmly, with conviction, if there is a God, he has to help. He doesn't look at karma or, your karma, your punch your ego. No, this is not. I've seen that in this silence, pure awareness. But why do we have to even close our eyes? Once we get it, we're supposed to go and do good. That's it. And no God worship. Human being worship. Oh, sorry, not like God, but when, like Mother Teresa doing service, although some of the Indians have made her into a demon. You see, we in Pakistan, thank God, of course, Dr. Faw was given a horrible time in the beginning. From Marie Adelaide Leprosy Center. But then she was interviewed, and our Pakistani said that, what an angel you are. I don't think if she went to India, they would have made her God. Because they didn't make Mother Teresa God. Indians have criticized her, made her into a devil. They have blamed her for changing the Sanatan Dharma. Hindus, wanting to change them into Christians. She was doing a missionary work. They can't forget that missionary work that the Britishers were doing, sent to do. So they think that, I don't know, Mother Teresa was doing, but I'm kind of, I don't know. Oh. Yes, there are Christians but they're also following a lie. But there are Christians who help out. They're very charitable. They're very helpful. In fact, in Karachi, I was told a Muslim left his Islam, because no Muslim helped him and a Christian helped him. So for this he left. So then I was so scared, like I was thinking, yeah, when people become weak and, in your weakness, in your, oh God, I don't want to change my religion, right? Oh God, let me not change my religion for being weak or something. Or, seeing too many hypocrites or bad people or mean people or what. Or that the people who are Shias or something in my religion, they're not that rich, like that Quran verse about that prophets people, only the mean follow you. And he says, well, that's, so this also, but I believe that, I don't believe, I have conviction. I used to, or what I used to have believe about is that, so when I got this feeling of unconditional, this love, that now there's no yearning for Mr. So you can help people. You can reach out, and it's not about the self. And another thing I used to tell myself, that I'd like to share, is that you have to forget yourself then. But I couldn't be like Mimi. Mimi, she, in our thing, if you don't get married, what do they say? Peer pressure, right? Sunnat hai Rasulullah ki. So much, like even recently, the cousin of mine who came to my place said that, oh well, no comments. I was like, my grandaunt didn't get married. So he was trying to convince me to marry and all this, and saying that. I said, well, my grandaunt didn't get married. He was like, well, no comments about, so people and the pressure, these Muslims. So my grandaunt liked someone she wanted to marry, but that someone chose her sister. My aunt told me after Mimi's death, right? So Mimi never got married because my my aunt told me, her niece, after her death, that, do you know that why Mimi didn't get married? I said no. I never asked her. So I was never this type to ask people, even my grandaunt, but people. It was their life, and I don't like to. But what we can share together and be, I don't like to question people about their. Even my grandaunt, how they should, why not this, why this. What I got from my grandaunt was good. That was enough for me. And thank God, like if I saw, so she never complained. People when they don't get their loved ones, like oh, it hurts like you can't. It hurts like wow, but Mimi was a miracle on earth. So, like, if she was alive today, I would ask her, how did you just go on so beautifully? Like my one aunt was staying in my house. My mother had called her to stay with us. Her sister, younger sister. Then the other younger sister came once and said to her, now my mother was the eldest sister. Said to her, in my bedroom, that these people, they've kept you here, and then they won't allow, they don't want you to get married. Oh my God. This aunt of mine, she had polio and all, right? So she was a little bit like she had this insecurities, and when she got possessed, like she wanted attention. Uh, like what the people possess, we have to give them what they need. So if they needed faluda, we had to go to that Sadar Bori Bazaar to get faluda for her. If she needed club sandwich, she didn't want that. And so for all this attention, she must have gotten, possessed subconscious, unconsciously. Um, these things happen, right? People do strange things. Insecurity, attention seeking, like the gurus and others. Like when I was singing in college with the Walkman and all loudly. But like once very loudly, that yes, for attention, I wanted them to say, "Come, we'll kick you out. Please leave our college. Enough is enough." But the rest of the times I didn't do it, but I thought, the principal might say, oh God, now this girl wants attention, right? Attention, she wants to. So I was like, let me see, so I just, like if she said that, like she wouldn't come out. And no, once she did, and she said that, what is this opera? Who's singing down? No, yeah, who's singing down? I said, singing, what's this voice coming from downstairs? I said, oh, I'm singing, it's me. So I was singing the song, thinking of Mrs. Anne Nazareth. She's like the wind through my tree. My vice principal who died. So, principal, yeah, so she said, no. I was like, no, I was the one, miss. They were like, oh, okay. Opera. Someone singing it's like an opera. Later on, she did. So, I saw these girls in college, like no boys. I said, okay, I can take my Walkman. And I started to sing, and I was, like, not for attention or anything from my brain. If I wanted her to know the songs, I could just give her the cassette that I'm singing to listen to, because she had a tape recorder. And I also gave her some cassettes, so she can listen to the songs that I want her to listen to. But I was just doing this. So there may be people saying, oh, this girl, this student, she wants our attention. But one day I really wanted to kick myself out of college. So I sang very loudly, Kelowna movie song. Okay, and so this, what else? Yeah, so it's a very diabolical. Evil has reached its heights. And I failed. So now there's just talk from me. So I was just going to tell myself that recently what happened, but um, so little bit I sensed a little bit. So it was just building up little by little. And yeah, I get actually बाहर वाले बाहर या अंदर. Actually what this ex-Shia said was very, very true. Don't ever show your pain to others. Not even your mother, your father. One time my mother wasn't well and I couldn't believe what she told me. So she wasn't well, right? Please don't judge, because someone had done something after we came back from Singapore, and my mother's health deteriorated. What she saw in Singapore. Okay. But at that time, in retrospect, now I understand. But at that time, I was like shocked. My mother told me that it's a good thing that Mr. Sa left you. And I felt that this was so cruel of someone like my mother. You know, my friend, my classmate in Karachi American School, when she saw my mother, she said, "You have such a sweet mother." So then life can sometimes be sweet, sometimes sour. But my mother had this thing of scolding me. Sometimes she even embarrassed me. But I don't blame it on my mother. Inside, she was a very sweet person. My mother was truly a sweet person. It's just that sometimes life and they got the worst out of my mother. And it's a shame that we don't maintain that. We can't maintain. My mother could have been she was, Miss Dessa told my mother that you and your daughter, Sarah, you two, both of you have so much love. This is all my mother told me when they had a private talk outside in the backyard, old house. I remember my mother, when Miss Dessa left, I said, "So what did Miss Dessa tell you?" She said that Miss Dessa told me that both of you are awake 24 hours. I was like, "Really? Why?" He said, "Because both of you have so much love," meaning to give and to share, right? It's not that she didn't say, but like someone calling me in year 2000 saying, you are hungry for love. I said, "What? Hungry for love? No, we're not hungry. I don't demand love out of people. And I'm not hungry for love. Sorry, I think you got it wrong. My father had found these people to heal me." So, something you have done wrong, tell us your sin. All that. पहले मेरे बाप से तो पूछो कि कुछ ऐसा मुद्दा होता, किसी का दिल तो नहीं दुखाया, किसी 13-year-old का। तो it's a shame that oh, so these Muslims calling me, saying that maybe I've done something wrong, और हम अमल करेंगे, and I have to tell them like if I've slept with someone or this, right? Can you believe these Muslims? कि वो आएगा. So some Muslims are a pain in the back. Okay. Anything else I need? So, oh God, this is so it got me, Paramahamsa Vishwananda, after finding out that the Indians are not good. And I think the Christians who followed the secular system, whoever gave us secular, so this humanity, the progressive, really good. But when the Christians become Christians, really truly Christians, then they are a pain in the back. But the only thing is that Hindus, I'm grateful to, Hindus try to save my life so that I go on with this safely. But their interest also against Islam, because they have the Pakistanis could be just ready to, Ghazwa Hind. But there's a Maulana who said there's no Ghazwa Hind, thank God. He's a Sunni. So some Pakistanis are helping Indians. There's no Ghazwa Hind. This does not mean they've misinterpreted Prophet Muhammad's hadith to mean Ghazwa Hind. I think so. But I think all this going on. Anyways, it's I don't know what to say about that. So there's no Ghazwa. Some say this. They misinterpreted hadith of Prophet Muhammad. So what was I saying? Again and again, please see, and now please take action. Look, I complain. I really, if now, I know maybe you won't have the heart, but since you've come out here and you need a change, right? You need to stop these crimes. People's energies are being drained, and it's very, very bad. So there was a time I was saying, you go on. You change yourself. Not other people. दूसरे को हम एहसास नहीं दे सकते हैं. There could be covert narcissists. My father's family, like, let's say now, like an uncle taunting me. What can you do is, you can't change that. Because those are covert narcissist people, you can't change them. Or gaslighters. Even psychologists can't do anything to change them. But I think they should go to a psychologist or someone. They need to go to a psychologist, not people like us. I've done my therapy. I've had therapy 5-6 years. I don't have to go my whole life. Like these gaslighters, they can get up. They don't feel depressed going to the hospital, doctor. They don't feel depressed in anything. So they can afford to go to a therapist. And I think They need help. They need to go to a therapist. If I go to a therapist now, I will feel out of balance, depressed. So here also, like I'm helpless. Otherwise, from here also, I could do hijrat. And I tell myself, I go to before my Portuguese brother, he was saying, come, come, I will take care of you. No Shia, no one was reaching out. He was saying, leave Pakistan. And in Pakistan, before some of the fortune tellers, palmists were telling me, Abdullah Shah Ghazi, down below, so they were telling me that my mind is Western. It's not the Eastern mind. मेरे ख्याल different है. I'm different from the Eastern people. I should have lived abroad, like in London, somewhere. So my Portuguese friend, brother, was telling me, come here. Like, principal, no one reaching out to us. Only my mother was not well, and her elderly cousin, was sending a lady to say prayers. Like 100 rakats she once said in her house, praying, my God, for my mother. Afsar auntie sent Zainab to our house. And so I see all these people, like Yusuf Zaidi, and it's okay. I later on got very angry at God. Like, they go to London, they have their shadi wadi ki hai. Like, why now? I now became very angry. Before it was like, दुश्मन खुश रहें, और क्या चाहिए, और भी जुल्म करना है. So, but my grand aunt, Mimi, I wanted to be like Mimi later on, but I couldn't. I couldn't be just under her feet. So that is, there's no guru. My grand aunt, if you can call someone a guru, and my grand aunt may not agree with me because she was a hidden saint. When she died, she did take care of this aunt of mine who was not well. She had polio and all this, so insecurity. But when she died afterwards, my aunt, her niece, did tell me that her mayat, her what do you call that? Coffin, or right? We don't have a coffin. I think we have this. What do you call it? Can't remember the word. So was taken to every saint's, like her mayat was taken, body was taken to every saint's place. My God, she was a saint. So she must have been a saint. She used to say something that Sufi, I can't find, I had all these books. Sufi Muzaffar a Sufi saint was for. Let me see if I can. His Sufi saint Muzaffar. I found Muzaffar, Sufi saint. Muzaffar Balkhi. Yeah. Yes. So I had these books, Sufi books, which had quotes from the Sufis. So Muzaffar Balkhi had said something that Mimi used to repeat, just, like something profound. See love with love's eyes. So I speak like this. Sorry, I don't. I've written a poem, if I can remember it. It's a prose, actually. See love with love's eyes. But it didn't pass in my life. And you will. So there's nothing to worry about, I tell myself. So much worrying. I'll have to pay a fine. What will happen if I can't move here? And I don't want to be dependent. I want to be independent. So where shall I go? See love with love's eyes, and you, oh God, and you will see what you have never seen. This is all romantic before. Feel love's hunger. Love is not hungry. Feel love's hunger. And it's a paradox, actually, what I'd written. Love doesn't get hungry. Love is not hungry for love. Love is not dependent. Love feel love's hunger, and you would want to give it all your food, whereby darling, but love will never let us, never let you down, for it will fill you, for it will fill you up, for all the seasons that you live. For it will fill you up. And there's more. again. Back into love's call. And the angels of heaven will descend upon you. And heaven itself. Let me see how much I remember. Heaven itself will send to you regards. Hi. Regards. Hi. Back into love's call, and the angels of heaven will descend upon you. And heaven itself will send to you regards. Hi. I can't remember after this. Be kind to them. Be kind to love. Why would I put be kind to love? And you will be in the heart of God. The heart of God. This was written in perhaps 1990 or 1989. Not sure. So, this is, I don't know, what else to say? Abstractly. My poems were kind of abstract. You see, on my birthday, Sabri brothers used to come. So someone told my mother that we get inspired, that's where we get the poems from. So in childhood, I used to run and these things used to come to me. My love is the key. And I can't remember. My love is the key to faith, loyalty, and truth. My love is the key to faith, loyalty, and truth. Must we worship love? Must we? Must we worship love? That you say, I just change it a little bit, that you say is created by God, who is above love. But sorry to tell you, Shias and the Muslims, that Krishna put love above himself and said, God. Love is above God. My love is the key to faith, loyalty, and truth. Iman. My love is greater than faith. In Corinthian, which is the greatest. My love is the key to faith, loyalty, and true worship, truth. Maybe you should put your true worship in brackets. Any true worship that comes from love, then that's true worship. Any worship that comes with love, that's true worship. Must we worship love? That you say is created by God, who is above love and everything else. Everything else. With you, who has his or her in God. Accept this love I have for God. That's what I'm doing. What did I eat? Would you, who has his or her trust in God, accept not this love I have for you or someone? Have for a living being? I need to change something I'd written. A living being. Would you, who has his trust in or her, his or trust in God, accept not this love I have for you? Accept not this love. My love is the key to faith, loyalty, and would you, who has his or her trust in God, think that my love hello. So I cross this out. Krishna, why did Krishna put love, meaning Radharani, above himself? That's why you see they say Radhe Krishna, not Krishna Radhe. Those who say this, Radhe Krishna. And what did he tell Sudama? Not his friend, but the one who. So there was this man in Krishna's time who cursed Radharani. The story behind Krishna. What was the curse? Radharani became very angry and cursed Sri Dama. So what happened here is that whenever the Lord descends, he is invariably accompanied by his loving associates. Shri Radha Ashtami is celebrated during the 8th day of the bright half month of Bhadra Paravad. So when is Radha Ashtami? Just checking Radharani's appearance. 11th. It's already gone. So, advent of Radha Devi. Sage Garga mentions the following in the scripture. Thus placing the glorious transcendental form in the womb of King Vrasabhanu's wife Kirti, Sri Radha Devi descended into a great palace in the garden by the Yamuna's shore. The reason for the advent Devi is narrated in the Krishna Janma Khanda of Purana. In the conversation between sage Narada and Lord Narayan. Sri Dama had quarreled with Radha, which led them cursing one another. Radha cursed him to become the demon Sankachura, and Sri Dama in return cursed her to be born as a human in Vraja and walk the earth. Radha Devi went to Lord Krishna and burst into tears, being afraid of Sri Dama's curse. Thus the Lord assured her that he will descend to the earth during the Varaha Kalpa, where they will meet, pretending to fear the illusory potency. He assumed the appearance of a cowherd boy, approached Radha Gopi, and enjoyed pastimes with her in Vraja. Radha was the daughter of and there's a story about this. He gives it. So it's Bhakti Marga. No, I don't know. So these people, I don't know, but the story was given. Various pages. Maybe the Bhakti Marga. What is this? Sudama, Sridama. So this importance of Radharani, maybe on, no, I can't find the web page where this was a long time ago. So love was, why was love so important? So this thing of loving someone, you'll be not worship, and even, but even Paramahamsa Vishwananda, he says that Krishna was incarnated once and will not again, but he, from my side, my signs and Devi, Zara Auntie's Devi, is saying that that's Sri Krishna, the one I had known in school. So that means he's, I don't know. So they're different. Anyway, so, I mean, God, if there's a God, I don't know. For some, love is above. It's not because you are doing shirk. You are doing. So we worshipped love. And we did sajda of love. The beloved. So what's wrong in that? They say what's wrong in that is that this beloved, earthly beloved, is temporary, and they can take advantage of you, or they can act cruel with you. So to love God is better than to love an earthly beloved that is more wiser and more intelligent. To love God right? So that you will not get hurt by these people and their temporary. They will die, we will die, and nothing lasts forever. No one lasts forever. But love, it brings you back, so you have to just wait for a little while. We lose the ones we love. Anita Baker. So if you know that love creates, brings you back, sometimes your own desire, they say, bring you back, but also that love can bring you back. Reincarnation. And for a little while we lose the ones we love. For a little while. But love is greater than life. And for a little while, just remember, it's just for, I know it feels like forever, thousands of years. It doesn't feel like for a little while. But Anita Baker, for a little while, we lose the ones we love. So we come back. Know that for a little while we lose the ones we love, although it seems years and years, thousands of years sometimes, feels like that. For a little while we know what heartache is, and we feel the pain the world can sometimes bring, and how people treat us. My God, it's terrible. For a little while we cry in the night without a single song to sing. But one day all will change. There will be no more stormy rain. Then at last we will rest forevermore and come back. So if you're in the valley, and if you're in the valley now, and life is so unkind, life is so unkind. Just changing my glasses. तबाह जो मेरे माँ बाप की तौबा है. I don't want to change someone. Your burden seems so heavy now from your tired, and if your tears keep falling from your tired eyes, your burden seems so heavy and it's hard to smile. You must remember it's only for a while. For a little while when you lose someone you love and you miss the time together that you shared. Yeah, and you have to see strangers, cold, with no one there. You don't even want anyone to hold you, yeah, except for your loved one. But the nights get long and cold. But it won't last, it will pass in time. So if you're in the valley, burden seems so heavy now. You better remember, gotta remember, it's only for a while. Oh yes, remember, it's only for a while. Thank you. So I never used to tell people this. We go by the stones we collect that are thrown at us. The Stone Collector with Honors movie. If you're in the valley now, so, but there are some Pakistanis also. So, and so recently, oh my God, I can't see this. But I had to. Nightmare, Pakistani. Oh, oh God. She had a strain, and Pakistani taxi driver in UK who failed on humanity. Oh my God. Okay, I need to. Anything else? No. So there was really nothing to. Since they got me year 2000, very, very restless. Maybe Yusuf said they did something that, they. It's not a mantra, but some tantra, shantra. It's Shia. अभी उठता हूँ मैं खाक इस शिफा से तुरबत से. So I was compelled to say things, right? Talking, adat hogi, and then this thing of having this really important, like, who am I talking to? Is this hurting? Is that hurting? So I got used to coming, being with someone who's asking me things. Like, a lot of importance I've been given And I don't like that being watched in my, maybe you don't like my hair, it's, right, and watching and all this. And just imagine going out. You haven't taken a shower, right? You can't. What haven't? And then people, jeez, oh God. Of course. So all the terrible things I'm going through, you know, what people are. So people are great talkers and criticize and judging and this. Anyways, so I just want to go to a European country. So I just want to get one आखिरी सांस पे भी एतराज़ करते हैं. I just wanted to go to London. If they're here, it's I don't like the Pakistanis. I mean, they're not working for me, thank God, but once in a blue moon even, it's, I don't want these Pakistanis. So I'll be paying this person, but the thing is that it's all Abu Dhabi's money, right? UAE's. So, जिसको एहसास नहीं है उसको एहसास नहीं दिला सकते हैं ना. और मैं देख रही हूँ कि no one, I see that no one cares. No one is that, no one has that patience, and neither did I have any patience. And so I could only tell myself, please, if you don't like something, if this person, then you shouldn't be like this. But I couldn't even be like that. What I was telling myself not to be like or be like. Don't be like that. And I think go with a clean conscience at least, without complaint. It's so what got to us to make this world a better place. We should complain, or we should expose the hypocrites, expose these people, or should we? What's the best thing to do? I think the best thing would be, if you can do this, I can't, but I'm giving you what I think is best, not what I do. It's just a preaching, but just a sincere advice is to what you don't like, don't be, and what you like, be, act, the best thing, and just avoid. But like I don't know if like the news says that excuse me, it's about humanity. Like, don't kill people. But of course, like how to change, it was very difficult to change people's minds, Muslim minds, not to kill people because they leave religion or because they blaspheme against your prophet who you believe. everyone should not respect what, so everyone should not respect Radharani. If anyone says anything against Radharani, Krishna, that you go killing them or you burn them. No, not even like you don't harm them, right? तो हिंदू में ये अच्छी बात है कि at least this is very good in Hinduism. Okay, they've got this other really terrible thing of making themselves gods and destroying lives like anything, draining their energy like they do, and things like that. So, this is bad. But in Islam, oh yeah, the spiritual way of destroying lives, then oh, that's bad. I'm just thinking whether, so this Hassan Khan, if he was whether, I was afraid that Sri M type, like there were some Muslims who have changed the scripture, some in colonial times, some Christian, UK, Britishers changed the scriptures. So wondering, but no, Babaji would be. And there are some bad, like Duryodhan was a terrible person. Oh, so there are these. Of course, there are enemies of Radharani. There was Sri Damam. There may be many Sri Damas right now. Oh, well, maybe they will take you to Islam. One God worship. Don't put love above God. So there are these people there. In India also, Muslims who came, they may have also changed. And Christians also who want how much, they are also now you see evangelists, overbearing Christians. So they could have been Christians. दुश्मनी किस बात की जब ना जाने सारे ज़माने की, देख लोगों ने दी है सज़ा मुझको ये दिल लगाने. So they're not going to believe in Radharani shit, right? They're going to believe in Jesus Christ shit. And all shitting, and we are shat upon. And I've also shat upon some people. I mean, so some Christians pull you. So I wonder if they did change. Oops, Zara and TJ Devi. So if someone can change the script, so there may be many enemies and all this, or if they change the scriptures, or some Christians would not like you to. They must be a staunch enemy of Radharani. Like Sri Dhamma. Or a Muslim may have come in. So I was worried that so I went to Sri M's lecture in Dubai on yoga, God knows what it was, and I was crying and crying. I was given a seat somewhere in the middle, and then something happened to me. I flipped on him. I flipped against him. So there are many enemies. Like it's a terrible thing. Everyone's got their interest, you know. And this religion is so addictive, and there are treacherous people. One is saying don't do it. One another is saying this. Someone loves Radharani because it's in their culture. It's their religion. Leave it. So leave them alone, for God's sakes, right? And so you also see, you realize that I love Radharani. I worship Radharani. It's my culture. So don't say bad to another culture as long as they love their Prophet Muhammad, as long as they are not hurting you or anyone else in humanity. But please realize what you are doing. Is it out of your this patriotic thing, or nationalist? I'm a Bharati, or I'm that. Just realize, please. But no. It's not going to work. Telling people to realize, they won't realize, okay? Some of them, they don't even accept their mistake. Mistake. Not like Miss Tissa told me, but, like we tend to hide our mistakes. So, and by telling people is not going to work. So we need to know that we don't make this mistake, that we don't realize our mistakes that we make, and how we should. I don't know, I don't find it in me any good. So I failed, so what's the use of talking, I ask myself, or telling, sharing. Maybe someone has passed, like these healers, asking anyone what to do, what you should do and what you shouldn't do. So we must realize that if we criticize because we are proud of our culture and we want our culture to spread, that's not nice. That's not fair to the other person. If you realize that your culture, it's okay, it's good, and there's also another culture that's good, because truth is not only with you but with another culture. So let the other culture also thrive, and you also thrive alongside that culture. You don't need to impose your culture on others, force your culture on others. That my culture is right, and this is the way you will succeed in life. So I can't believe I'm going on. Sorry, I'm taking time. Oh God, I'm just otherwise I would never have spoken here. So that is there. I don't like that you impose your culture on others. See what is universally true. Let the other person keep their culture, as long as it's not encroaching upon your rights, your culture. Or maybe we can be inclusive, mix things, what we like. From other cultures, take what we like, and not harm people. But of course there are going to be people who will harm people. No matter how much you see, you tell them they're always in Pakistan, blasphemy. No matter how much we tell them, how many ex-Muslims have come up, still the blasphemy thing. Jahil ke jahil, ignore. Don't say anything to my Jesus Christ or my prophet, otherwise you're hurting me. You're this, God. Oh my God. And they don't see what I have found out about Prophet Muhammad. You're hurting me and you've hurt me and I cannot forgive you. Or what nonsense goes on. Look at how ignorantly sick, how sick they are. They're just thinking of themselves. This is what Prophet Muhammad has brought on these Muslims. To just think about their religion, what they believe in. You've hurt me, but no, don't say anything to the Prophet. Because he's your Prophet. Or because don't say anything to my Prophet. Don't say anything to Prophet Muhammad. It's going to hurt the sentiments of the Muslims. Right? This is why, not because Prophet Muhammad is the true prophet and he stood for humanity. Not because of that. They don't think that he stood for humanity. He had no sex slaves. Let's cry our hearts out for Bibi Zainab. Just chadar chini. Karbala mein. Bibi Zainab. So we can cry our hearts out. No. And they never had sex slaves, they never had mutta. My prophet can never do something like that. So this kind of a thing you think is, don't say anything to my prophet. Because it's blasphemy. Wait a minute. Maybe it's against human rights. What he did is against human rights. So just saying this incident was described in more detail. At the first opportunity after capture, she went to the Prophet and pleaded her case. They don't even see that as a male. Of course, they'd love to read this, right? And how they don't care. She told him that she was the daughter of a chieftain who used to command. Yeah. That's why I think Yazid's army हिली नहीं. Yazid की army नहीं हिली. Don't say anything to my prophet. Because he's a true prophet. First of all, even if he was a true prophet, someone could defame him. What's your problem? If it hurts you, like let's say if I tell someone, don't say anything to my mother, it's going to hurt me because she is my mother. What? But some lady or man has come saying that your mother hurt us. Or your mother stole something from our house? No, no, don't say anything to my mother. She's my mother. Okay. Also on this, let me go to Shias. What do Muslims say? About Sita Devi? She was a goddess. No, no, come here. Some politics could say, don't say, please don't say anything about Sita Devi. But in your, and she's our Devi, she's my mother. Sita Devi is our Mataji Devi. And Quran ayat says they worship. So for you, they've told you, your God has told you they worship females. And they are from the devils. Surah 4 ayat 117. They call upon instead of him none but females. And they actually call upon none but a rebellious Satan. Huh? So your God, who they don't see as true God, sorry, Muslims. You have said something against your God. You're saying your God. But what if they can prove that he's used these are, hey, this is, so we can't go. Let the politics explain. You're saying this one said against Fatima Zahra, Sabir Salim, Ismaili. Right? So I know what Muslims say about Radharani and Sita Devi, and do you even know that, okay, so on this, and they would tell someone saying that whether the Hindus and the Muslims are having a discussion. No, it's a debate. So, Krishna, you're telling us that Prophet Muhammad, our Prophet, got married. What about Krishna? He got married to so many. Krishna for them? Who was Krishna for them? And why did Krishna marry these women? What's deep, go into this deep philosophy and deeply go deep. So this really, but the voice of justice has been, it's being, I'm going to not be able to talk properly. So what I want to say is that voice of justice is being I'm tired.